If you first learn French in a classroom, you maybe noticed something unusual. Spoken French doesn't always sound the way you expect it to, based on the written French that you know. Spoken French follows unwritten rules that almost makes it a different language from written French. One of them is that we almost never use nous in spoken French. I will explain in today's lesson and we will practice what to say instead. During French lessons in school back in the day, you might have learned that we use nous for the English pronoun oui. For instance, nous jouons de la musique. Nous jouons de la musique. We play music. But nous as a subject sounds a bit formal or at least written. You will find it in novels and in textbooks, in elegant old-fashioned dialogues and in speeches and presentations that try to sound a bit formal. But that's not at all what we use in real everyday spoken French. Nous sounds a bit too formal as a subject, so in modern French TV shows or in real conversations, you will hear instead the subject on, this very French nasal sound. It is the indefinite pronoun for someone in general, as I will talk about later. But in everyday spoken French, it is much more often the informal version of the subject oui. For conjugation, it works just like il or elle. It is the third person of the singular, so instead of nous jouons de la musique, we would say on joue de la musique. We play music. On joue de la musique. On is not incorrect French, it's not even slang, it's simply everyday spoken French with its own rules that are often different than the rules for written French that you might have learned in textbooks or in school. It is also the kind of spoken French that you will hear in my longer programs, such as the 30-day French challenge, where we go over French culture and vocabulary with a new challenge every day, like dialogues in everyday French, pronunciation, overviews, games, and quizzes to help you actually learn. But let's start practicing right away. How would you turn nous into on in the next sentences? Nous jouons, we play, becomes on joue. This is easy. It's like on joue de la musique, the example from a minute ago. The first difficulty here is simply to pronounce the French nasal vowel on. Repeat after me, on, on, on. I have practice lessons about nasal sounds on my channel. You'll find the links to them in the written lesson for today. Now, similarly, how would you say with on? Nous chantons dans une chorale. We sing in a choir. Nous chantons dans une chorale. How would you say that? It is on chante dans une chorale. On chante dans une chorale. Here it is the third person of the singular. Remember, like il chante or elle chante, he sings or she sings. On chante dans une chorale. The conjugation with nous at least tends to be quite regular. It almost always ends with on, O-N-S in French. And this is even with irregular verbs like prendre, to take, prendre, as in nous prenons un taxi, we're taking a cab in the present. Nous prenons un taxi. And there is one main exception, of course. Nous sommes for we are. Nous sommes. You will find more about the conjugation of nous in the written lesson for this week. It is a free resource on my website to give you more tools and insights about today's lesson. You'll find the link right below. But let's go back to practicing together. I've mentioned nous prenons un taxi. Nous prenons un taxi, we're taking a cab. How would you say that with on instead? The verb prendre, to take, is one of these important irregular verbs where you simply have to learn the conjugation, especially in the present. Nous allons au restaurant. How would you say that with on? Nous allons au restaurant. We're going to the restaurant. How would you say that? It is on va au restaurant. On va au restaurant. Aller, to go, appears regular with nous, nous allons, but it makes an irregular on va in the third person. Nous avons réservé. How would you say that with on? Nous avons réservé. It means we have a reservation, we have booked. Nous avons réservé. It is on a réservé. On a réservé. Here with avoir, you literally have we booked, we have booked, and it is un passé composé. On a réservé. Nous pensons arriver vers 20h. We think we're going to arrive around 8 p.m. How would you put this with on? Nous pensons arriver vers 20h. It is on pense arriver vers 20h. Here you have the verb penser, which means to think. It is a regular verb en ER. Nous pensons, on pense, it is the verb penser. Now, nous sommes prêtes. Nous sommes prêtes. How would you put this with on? Look at the gender and the amount of people there. Nous sommes prêtes, for we are ready. It is on est prête, on est prête. As you can see, prête is in the plural here because it's about several women, even though the on is singular because with on it agrees with the subject. On est prête. And at last, allons-y is on y va. Let's go. In this last example, you can notice something. With nous, we can give orders and suggestions using the imperative form like allons-y for let's go. And with on, well, we do give orders and suggestions all the time in everyday French, except there is no imperative form with on. Instead, we simply use the indicative present, the normal sentence like on y va for we going, let's go. On y va. Or on se voit demain? Do we meet tomorrow? On se voit demain? Or even, allez, on passe à autre chose. Okay, let's get over this. Or let's move on to something else. Allez, on passe à autre chose. For instance, let's talk about how we are still actually using nous in everyday spoken French. I know, I have been going on for a while now about how we don't use nous in everyday spoken French, and well, that's completely false. Or rather, what I actually said is that we simply don't use nous for the English we, the subject. We do use nous to mean us, the pronoun object, like c'est nous, that's us, c'est nous, that's us.
Non, c'est nous qui vous écoutons.
For instance, we would say on la regarde. We are watching her. On la regarde. But we would say elle nous regarde. She's watching us. Elle nous regarde. And that's why we always use on as a subject, yet we actually still use nous a lot in everyday spoken French as an object pronoun. Especially after prepositions like tu pars avec nous. Are you living with us? Tu pars avec nous? On se voit chez nous? We will meet at our place or let's meet at home. On se voit chez nous? Or even, ça c'est pour nous. This is for us. Ça c'est pour nous.
Nous rentrons chez nous!
So now with everything we've seen today, let's practice some more together with a big recap test. Repeat after me and answer verbally to test your pronunciation or grab a pen and paper to write down your answers. Either way, you can pause the video anytime during the next questions if you want some more time to think it through. C'est parti. Here is a sentence in formal French. Nous sommes allés au musée d'Orsay. We went to the Orsay Museum. How would you say that to a friend in everyday spoken French? Nous sommes allés au musée d'Orsay. Can you guess? Yes, it is. On est allé au musée d'Orsay. On est allé au musée d'Orsay. We went to the Orsay Museum. Repeat after me. On est allé au musée d'Orsay. On est allé au musée d'Orsay. Now a sentence in everyday French. On adore les peintures de Monet. We love the paintings of Monet. How would you make it sound more formal? On adore les peintures de Monet. I am letting you think and write it down. On adore les peintures de Monet. Can you guess? Yes, it is. Nous adorons les peintures de Monet. Repeat after me. Nous adorons les peintures de Monet. It is the simple conjugation of nous in the present tense with the verb adorer, being really fond of or loving something. Nous adorons les peintures de Monet. Now, here is a sentence in English. We take painting lessons at home. How would you translate this in formal written French? How would you say this in everyday spoken French? We take painting lessons at home. You might need the expression des cours de peinture for painting lessons, and we have covered the rest in today's lesson. Do you get it? I give you 5 seconds to pause the video so that you can write down your answer or pronounce the 2 sentences. Did you get it? Yes, it is. Nous prenons des cours de peinture chez nous. In elegant written French. Nous prenons des cours de peinture chez nous. And on prend des cours de peinture chez nous in everyday spoken French. Repeat after me. Nous prenons des cours de peinture chez nous. Again. Nous prenons des cours de peinture chez nous. And on prend des cours de peinture chez nous. On prend des cours de peinture chez nous. Good. And by the way, instead of chez nous at home, we could also say à la maison or sometimes à domicile to sound more formal and official. Okay, great. Let's mix things up now. Fill in the 4 blanks with either on or nous. Pour c'est vachement important d'être créatif. For us, it's really important to be creative. Pouvons te présenter à la prof si tu veux. We can introduce you to the teacher if you want. S'appelle demain pour en parler. Let's have a call tomorrow to talk about it, okay? Elle, a beaucoup appris sur la peinture. She taught us a lot about painting. Again, you have 5 seconds to fill in the blanks. You can pronounce each sentence out loud to test your pronunciation if you want. Okay, great. Let's have a look at each question here. Pour nous, c'est vachement important d'être créatif. For us, it's really important to be creative. Here you have the object pronoun after the preposition pour. So you have nous, pour nous. Vachement is slang for très or very or really. So it makes pour nous, c'est vachement important d'être créatif. Then we have nous pouvons te présenter à la prof si tu veux. We can introduce you to the teacher if you want. This is too formal for everyday French with friends. We have nous pouvons. Pouvons is the verb pouvoir, to be able. It is an irregular verb in French as well, except mostly for nous and also vous, the plural you. Nous pouvons te présenter à la prof si tu veux. How would you say that with on, by the way? Yes, it would be on peut te présenter à la prof. On peut te présenter à la prof. Speaking of on, the next sentence goes, on s'appelle demain pour en parler. Let's have a call tomorrow to talk about it. On s'appelle demain pour en parler. Here, orders and suggestions often share that structure with on at the beginning. And then we have a pure object pronoun. Elle nous a beaucoup appris sur la peinture. She taught us a lot about painting. Elle nous a beaucoup appris sur la peinture. Congratulations, félicitations. And here, one last fun exercise for you. Using the vocabulary that you know or that you learned from the lesson, create your own sentences in spoken French using on. This is your chance to be creative and apply everything that you've learned. Write down your answer in the comments. I look forward to reading them. And now you can rewatch this video to master today's topic, or you can keep learning about modern everyday French with me and why you should not say bien fait in French. Click right here on your screen to keep learning with your next lesson. À tout de suite, I will see you right now in the next video.